And welcome back. This is Baller Scuba with more Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. I'm joined as always by my remembering squad of Ronaldo, Lexi, Arnold, and Stefan. When we last left off, we were remembering things, and Garland was telling us things. Let's continue going through the dungeon, and we'll see what else we can remember and what else Garland can tell us. We did take out one big bad boss. I'm feeling that won't be the last one, though. A storm. Indeed, there is a storm. There are exclamation points around here, but for our purposes today, they are not going to be useful. But I do know about them, definitely. Just ignoring them for the time being. What? Hey, what are you doing? We shouldn't go anywhere. There's a storm. Also, where the hell are we? Watch out. You're going to get washed away. Lexi, I just saw a little girl on a ship and... Huh? I guess it was my imagination. Yeah, it had to be. What I just saw definitely isn't one of my memories. What's going on? That was my memory. Why was Ronaldo able to see it? Ronaldo. Yeah, what's up? You didn't imagine anything. Wait, you saw it too? That means that little girl was you. That's the only possible explanation. But why was I able to see something from your memory? I don't know. Hey, Garland, what's going on? Garland, can you hear me? I thought I understood the rules and then you change them. But Garland does hear us. I feared Gaia's Eidolons more than anything. However, I decided to deal with them before they became a major problem. Well, that's something. Doesn't really answer my question, though. Let's try to continue on. I'm not a fan of when I get a random encounter when I think I could make it off the screen. But I do make it off the screen eventually. What is that thing? That eye. It's the same eye I saw on the night of the storm at sea. Ronaldo, can you hear me? Ronaldo, what you just saw was from your memory, and not Garnet's. What? Who's Garnet? Oh, you mean Lexi. I don't remember ever being in a storm at sea. You still don't understand. You will find out soon enough. What do you mean? Can other people's memories become a part of my own? I don't think that's this game. Garland! Once you accept everything, the answer will appear before you. A tremendous force was summoned to Gaia during the Age of War. However, the Gaians were not ready to harness so great a power. They were terrified and broke the jewel into 4 pieces, and they prayed never to see it again. Is it just me, or does part of this song remind you of Final Fantasy VII? For some reason, I'm picturing the Corel prison. Well, not the Corel prison, the prison underneath the gold saucer. Maybe it's just me. Parts of the song, not all of the song. Either way, we are going to head up for yet another surprise boss time. I do have everybody equipped with body temp for this one. It does make it easier. It's not necessary, but we are up against. So, you have defeated Malorus. First Tiamat, there is only victory. Tiamat, we are up against the 3-headed dragon. Either way, you're really going to absorb Arnold's MP. Actually, I do want some of his, so that would have been great. Hey, Grand Helm stolen off the bat. There are 3 things that I do want to get from Tiamat here. I think it's Tiamat. I think I've heard it Tiamat more than Tiamat. Either way, we're up against it. Twister coming in. And it doesn't really hit anybody. Well, it did hit Arnold, but he's already healed from it, so there's that. If you do not have body temp equipped, Tiamat here will start with Jetfire, which casts heat on everybody. Wow, that missed. That's lucky. And the Blood Sword has been stolen. Just one more thing to go, and it's not particularly good. None of the stuff that we can get here is really game-breaking for me anymore. I have near everything. At least it feels that way. Here comes Jetfire. Does a little bit of damage, but the real problem is that it causes heat on everybody. I've known Tiamat to start the game with that, so you just kind of have to wait around. Will it hit everybody? Everybody will get into heat, and the feather boots have been stolen, so we're essentially done stealing, and we can just start going for damage here. Things are looking up. Things are indeed looking up. Go for the regular steal. Lexi hasn't really been able to do anything because I'm kind of saving her turn for when I do want to heal, but that hasn't really been necessary. For the record, Tiamat is weak to ice. In case you are curious. Tiamat, by the way, Mesopotamian goddess. Float? I believe if you attack with float, it goes for a counter. Why did I steal? We're done stealing. It's just a force of habit. Once you have guarded against wind and possibly fire, this fight becomes a lot easier. It becomes a lot easier. It will suck away some of your magic stat and your strength stat, but honestly, that's not really that big of a deal. We'll just keep on going for no mercy, regular attack, and stock break. I thought it would do more damage than that. I thought it did more damage than that. I'm already in this fight. Maybe I just haven't been paying enough attention. Yeah, it's stock break that I want to do. It's less than a normal attack from Ronaldo there. That's not a good sign. Absorb MP you might be a little concerned about, but typically it's not very much, especially if you go off Ronaldo, who does not have much to start with. Keep on going from no mercy, stock break, regular attacks if you want to summon, you know. But down goes Tiamat. Like I said, not that difficult. I remember other games Tiamat being much more difficult than that. Maybe I was just overly prepared. 10 AP, nobody learns anything because everybody's learning stuff that requires a ton of AP. But we got it done nonetheless. Let me make sure everybody is healed properly. Mostly just needed more MB. Let's continue on. Auto regen, so useful. So we will just continue forward. Not too much to talk about in these corridors right now. Still random encounters, but we have dealt with anything the game can throw our way. I think at this point we are going to ignore that and just continue going forward. Pretty straightforward at this point. Only thing you have to worry about are those pesky random encounters. So we will continue across the pretty straight path here. That's new. I was about to say we're going through a tour of our past, but not really anymore. What is this? Two moons colliding? No, they look more like planets. The moons are on either side there. Why does this look so familiar? That is a picture of Gaia being assimilated by Terra. 5,000 years ago, Terra, already an old planet, sought to assimilate Gaia. Terra needed to merge with a younger planet to survive. However, there was already life on Gaia, and so the story began. Oh yeah, I saw this in Oilvert. Life on Terra was coming to an end. We had no choice but to proceed with the fusion, which tragically destroyed Terra's native civilizations. Terra was too old to assimilate everything. Thus, I created the Aifa tree to regulate the flow of souls back to Terra. I see. Kind of. I'm a little confused at this point, but okay, you created a tree on the other planet. If you say so, Garland. How old are you? We really have no choice but to trust Garland at this point. You want to head up. It's a little confusing, but up is the general direction you want to go here. Through the curvy path into the castle. Let's go with the castle so that we can find another save point. I am going to use this opportunity to heal up and save. I'll probably keep the same party. They still have a couple things to learn. All healed and ready to go under the waterfall, behind which I'm sure there are a ton of secrets, even though this is the way we have to go. Wow, we in ocean now. Fish everywhere. Yum, yum. What are you doing? Swimming after fish. Ronaldo, you help catch fish too. What this? Hard to breathe now. Can't breathe. That's because you think we're inside an ocean. I can breathe fine. We not in ocean? You're right, I breathe okay now. Fish all gone. I sad. You scared him off. All right, we are in a room called Birth here. That's something that I just wanted to point out because there is something special here. If you head behind here, I like heading all the way to the right and then start heading down and to the left and start just mashing the X button. And eventually you'll find the mysterious voice. Who dares disturb my sleep? Leave at once or you will die. For the time being, I am actually going to leave, but that's only because I'm going to change around abilities just a little bit. Rearranged abilities as necessary. People aren't going to need level ups for the time being because we are not leaving. Prepare to die. And it's semi-surprise boss time. We are up against a very tough opponent who remains seated for the entire battle for whatever reason. Let's start with stock break. Body temp on everybody. That already paid off. All right, and then we're gonna go for aura on everybody. We do need to steal. Lexi's kind of hang back, just healing as necessary. That is her purpose in this fight. It would be better if you had Mistral. Mistral's better for this fight, but Mistral doesn't need any work right now, and Lexi does. So we're going to continue to go for stock break here. And we got the Reflect Ring first, one of 4 items. And there's the first heal. Just let's go for a Curago. Let's not mess around here.